Hello everyone. Today's date is 13 December 2021 and my name is Kalpesh Dharmendra Badani. Today's video topic is recursion. A method can call itself is called as recursion. Recursion is a complex topic, but sometimes we can achieve our tasks on the easy way by using recursion. In the recursion, we cannot use loops, but without using loops, we can achieve our task by using with recursion. In the recursion, we can initialize the stack variable and instance variable. In the recursion, we can replace the loops to the methods. We can use only methods in the recursion. The recursion is a little bit complex to understand. In the recursion, the memory is allocated to stack area. Next is why stack overflow occur in the recursion. If the base condition does not reach, then stack overflow occur in the recursion. The next content is types of recursion. First is direct recursion and second is the indirect recursion. The direct recursion means if it is called by the same function, then it is known as direct recursion. And indirect recursion is if it is called by other function, then it is known as indirect recursion. In direct recursion, there are four types of direct recursion. First is a head recursion, and second is the tail recursion, third is a tree recursion, and fourth is a nested recursion. First is a head recursion. The recursion can call itself. That recursion is called the first statement is known first statement in the function, then it is known as head recursion. Second is tail recursion. The recursion can call itself. That recursion call is the last statement in the function, then it is known as tail recursion. Next is a tree recursion. Tree recursion call can itself for more than one time in the function is known as tree recursion. Next is a nested recursion. Nested recursion means recursion inside the recursion is known as nested recursion. Then next is a memory allocated in the recursion for a different function. When we call the main method, then memory is allocated in the stack area. The stack area follows the LIFO method. LIFO method means last in first out. Means we can say that if the three numbers, we can add the three numbers one by one. Means we add the first number is a 3, second number is the second, and third number add. If the third number add the is a first number, then we can remove the one by one. If we are remove the first number, it is a first number remove. Means we can say that first out is a one number, and second out is a second number, and third out is a third number. it is a LIFO method. Recursion example is if we want to print multiplication table using recursion, then we cannot use the for loops. Without using for loops, we can achieve our multiplication table. In this example, we can create the one method, that is a table method, and in the table method we can write the if condition, that is a firstly we initialize the variable, that is the instance variable, that is a means static variable, static int I equal to 0 and static int num equal to 5, and we create the method. Inside the method we write the condition, that is if I is less than or equal to 10, and in the method we can write we write the code and we achieve the this multiplication table. So that's all about today's video topic. Thank you.